A family still in shock, as you heard, and people in the courtroom still in shock. No sentencing for John Goodman. Our legal analyst, Michelle Suskauer, here with us now to break down 4 points of why the delay is happening. Thank you very much. Let's first talk about cost.
Okay, the costs. There are costs that the state wants to tax John Goodman as part of his sentence in excess of $100,000.
Right.
So there is just a tremendous amount that they're asking for. The judge wasn't given that information in advance. He needs to review it. The state also wants costs for the first trial, and the defense says, no, you didn't ask for it then.
Move to the charges part of this.
Charges part, John Goodman was charged with DUI manslaughter and vehicular homicide and was convicted of both.
Sure.
But the state, pursuant to case law, has to drop one of them. He can only be sentenced on one of them. State comes in today, says, no, we want him to be sentenced on the DUI manslaughter, but don't sentence, just leave the other one out there. Defense says, no, that's against the law. The judge preliminarily made a decision agreeing with the state.
All right, so we have to see precisely on Friday which charges he's sentenced on.
And there are some things that could possibly come out of that, depending on what the judge decides.
Credit for time served, his house arrest, which we covered thoroughly, but that's a big issue here. The defense is saying, wait a minute, he's already been on house arrest. We want that as part of your sentencing calculation.
That's right. This judge in the past, with another case, in the Dippolito case, actually awarded time served for house arrest. So in this case, they're asking the judge to exercise discretion to give him probably about 2.5 years of house arrest credit, plus the time he's already served, which will be over 3 years.
And we'll talk about what that can mean in a moment. Final sentencing, the appellate bond. I know some of this is technical, but all of this goes into decision making that the judge has to look at. What are we talking about?
Now, the judge sort of got ahead of himself here.
Okay.
So this is something that really normally is a discussion that happens after the sentence is imposed, and a notice of appeal has been filed. Neither of those have happened yet. However, the judge wanted to hear argument so that he can sort of wrap everything up on Friday.
Wrap this up for us in layman's terms. You're the longtime experienced defense counsel. Bottom line, what do you think the sentence will look like, given the parameters of the law?
Parameters of the law, it's going to be anywhere from an 11 and a half to 16 years. 16 years being the cap. I think he's going to give him 16 years again. I think he may split the baby, though, and give him some time, extra time already served on house arrest.
Bottom line, you think he gets house arrest again in that appellate bond?
I do, but he may not be able to make the high number that the state or the judge may impose.
Saying he doesn't have the means at his disposal. Michelle Suskauer, thanks much. Our
Sure.
Goodman coverage continues at 5:30 and our 6 o'clock half hours, 5:30. We hear more from Lily Wilson, Scott Wilson's mom, and from Goodman's defense attorney on why he should be given a lesser sentence. And at 6, we break down Goodman's claims he cannot afford that high bond. And remember to download the WPTV mobile app as soon as Goodman is sentenced. We'll let you know with a text alert.